Okay, so market mantra one, trade recap. This trade went as I would have suspected it to go, or should I say, the way I anticipated. Well, like it didn't move 100% the way I anticipated. But let me just go back to the trade recap. These are previous week highs and low, previous week, and then what I was expecting, not expecting, but anticipating market to do is maybe break above these two highs, one, two, then liquidate to give us bearish structure to take us to the downside. And I was looking for all of this like in this sense. Monday goes up, Tuesday starts showing bearish structure, then Wednesday we enter Wednesday by fulfilling that bearish structure. But instead, and I'm showing you guys how things actually play out in the live form of trading. So some people would be like, oh, it didn't go my way, I'm gonna carry on looking, or like I'm gonna carry on. Okay, so what I'm trying to say is like some will look at this and say it didn't go my way. You understand? It went against your analysis and all that. But truly it didn't. It still played out to the bears. You understand? It still played out to the cells I was looking for. But the anticipation didn't play out the way I would have wanted it to play out. Because I thought this was bullish break to take us higher. So I was expecting the market to give us young bullish signs to break this high, then pull back, give us bearish signs as a major higher time frame pullback, so that next week it gives us a opening to go higher. But instead of doing all of that, market chose to hold within these two highs. So the first high I'm gonna focus on is this one, because if we take market structure into account, this is change of character. You see that low broke, and then all of a sudden market broke above its high instead of creating a lower high and carrying on that lower low and lower high structure. Instead, it went and created a higher high. So I was expecting higher low and higher high. Then we were gonna catch our bears inside back to the zone to take us new buys. But instead, market, instead of breaking these highs, it held below them. So Monday open, take into account, you see this double line, that's my own horizontal lines of the weekly. See, so let me just do that. That's the weekly, previous week. I'm just gonna call it a channel or a candlestick. So I was expecting Monday to open with buys, but instead it held below the high and closed. And Tuesday open, try to show signs of going up to break the high. I was really looking for Tuesday to break that high, but Tuesday came and it failed to break the high. So as soon as I saw Tuesday failing to break that high, I noticed that this could be my signs for Wednesday sells. So I initially waited for this low to break. If you go on my shorts, you're gonna see the breakdowns I do. I just do breakdowns on shorts because I'll be live trading in that moment, but I do my weekly analysis as a long form, and I do my trade recap as a long form. But I was initially looking for this low to break. Then Wednesday came, opened, played around, then broke that low. And that's where I saw that's my opportunity for sells to enter that sell market. So initially, I was looking at this bearish leg. So I just pulled out my Fibonacci, you know, as they call me, Mr. Fibonacci. And just pulled out my Fibonacci. Then I waited for my levels to hit. So I I usually enter on like a 588. 588 is somewhere here. Then my stops are there. Let me just, before y'all say, oh, transparency. But yeah, you see, I wasn't far off. Here's the 588. That's where my entry was. Then I was looking for a 122, but I kind of closed like a 1.8 something because of fear and all of that. You know, emotions still take over me, but yeah, it's something I have to do. It's just that here I didn't set no take profit, and I usually set a take profit because I was trying to catch a 123. That's why I didn't set no take profit. So when market started pulling back, I thought it was gonna make deep retracements, and I didn't want to be part of that. So I went out of the trade. But to tell the truth, that was a good trading week for me. And these are the type of setups I look for. I only trade on a Wednesday. These couple of months, I've been just trading on a Wednesday. And Wednesday has been my winning day, to tell the truth. And this zone, let's just go look at that zone on a higher time frame. This big zone. I'm just gonna remove everything real quick. Now, if you can see here, can clearly see that zone is a previous low. It was the last low that market broke, but this is also the last high that market broke, and that's why I was still seeing potential buys. And that's why I was saying if market is gonna still buy to show potential buys, I was gonna look for my sells to take them back into the zone, you see. But market respected this market structure shift, and it looks to be continuing that move. So I'm just gonna do a quick pre-market analysis for the new week, so we have everything ready for market mantra 2.